Catering gauges, tracking vans envelope evaporate before reaching the earth while passing through the air is called as a mirage. The optimum number of rain gauge hands CVO the optimum number of rain gauge hand is given by the water application efficiency does not depend upon the geometry of the conveyance system. The water application efficiency does not depend upon the geometry of the conveyance system. Geometric of the geometric of the conveyance system conveyance conveyance system. Method and date proofs. group remove of accessibility with primary method and curriculum method of that of accessibility oriented the hypograph is a graph represent rainfall intensity of rainfall time. The hypograph is a graph represent intensity against time. The hydrologist study conducted in a summer the infiltration capacity of soil. The infiltration rate in this case will be equal to infiltration capacity. एक जल विज्ञान प्रयोजन एक छोटे नंबर में होता है जो कि प्रकट करता है कि जल वाष्प की प्रवृत्ति वर्तमान मंडल का अंतर सर्वाधिक सतह से अधिक है। इस स्थिति में दशमान पदार्थ होगी इक्वल टू द infiltration capacity होगी। इंडेक्स ऑफ wetness rainfall in a given year at a given place. Rainfall in a given year बरसात जो है किस एक दिए गए साल में फिक्स होगा। Average annual rainfall over that place multiplied 100. Given year at a given place, rainfall is in a given year at a given place divided by average annual rainfall of that place. Average annual rainfall of that place. Rainfall is in a given year in a given place divided by average annual rainfall of that place multiply 100. Then efficiency 100 minus index of wetness. Percentage of rain efficiency. Equal to 100 minus index of wetness. Index of 100 minus percentage INDX. Index of wetness. Index of wetness equal to PET minus AET divided by PET multiplied 100. PET minus AET, PET minus AET divided by PET multiplied 100. AI aridity index, aridity AI equal to AI equal to identity index. ARIDITY identity index. ARIDITY identity index. PETOA. The PET is a potential evapotranspiration. PET क्या है? Potential evaporation transpiration. TRANSIPLRATION. Potential evapotranspiration minus AET actual evapotranspiration. Brine climber grinding method is used to determine the conjunctive use of conjunctive 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 use of conjunctive use क्या होता है? Some of evapotranspiration and the water takes up the plant and the करो conjunctive water use करो conjunctive water used in the amount of water pass करो conjunctive water used is the amount of water transpired during the plant growth plus what evaporate from the soil surface and release in the growth area. For a unit hydrograph, what is the best unit duration of storage in 1 foot of basin में? Evaporation is measured by using an open pan, एक खुला pan. Available moisture may be defined as available moisture किस लिए डिफाइन कैसे डिफाइन किया जाता है? Difference in water content of the soil between field capacity and permanent melting point. खेत की अक्षमता और सप्लाई दबाने बिंदु पर मृदा के जलांश के बीच का अंतर. Difference in water content of the soil. खेत की अक्षमता और सप्लाई दबाने बिंदु पर मृदा के जलांश के बीच का अंतर. Difference in water content of the soil between के बीच में field capacity and permanent melting point. Field capacity और permanent melting point. Evapotranspiration of water by a crore means water consumed by transpiration and evaporation. Evapotranspiration of water by a crore के द्वारा मीन्स मतलब है water consumed by transpiration and evaporation. Flood. A flood is an usually high stage of a river. Normally, the level at which the river overflows its bank and inundate the, the adjoining area. The design of the bridge, covered waterway and spillway of the dam and estimate of shore and hydraulic structure are some examples where hydraulic value is required. Decline formula means formula. It is used in center and northern part of the country. Decline formula. It is used center and northern part of the country. Decline, like DICK, like it is used for northern part of the it is used for northern part project of the country. Chompi equal to ceiling Chompi equal to CD into a की power 3/4. Chompi equal to CD into a की power 3/4 equal to CD into a की power 3/4. CP equal to meter cube per second. P equal to meter cube per second. Dicron constant 6. is a catchment area in kilometer क्योंकि equal to third feet discharge in meter cube per second. Design formula. P equal to ER. P equal to E plus R. Miller's formula is an empirical formula used to determine use किया जाता है पता लगाने के लिए evaporation loss को. With B and D on the bed widths and depth of a channel in meter respectively and combined losses due to evaporation and seepage in flowing meter per kilometer length of the channel is 1/100 P plus D into 2 की पावर 2/3. बी और डी किसी वाहिका की मीटर मीटर में समान चौड़ाई और गहराई है, तब वाहिका की प्रति किलोमीटर लंबाई में द्वारा संयुक्त हानि निम्नलिखित होगी। बी एंड डी आर द bed of width and depth of a channel in a meter respectively. The combined losses due to evaporation and seepage in cubic meter per kilometer length of the channel is 1 by 200 into b plus 1 t की पावर 2 by 3 1 by 200 b plus 1 d की पावर 2 by 3. The aerial characteristic of a rainstorm are represented by a band curve. According to Gibbs formula, Ry repeats R5 ES चौंकी इक्वल टू सी आर इंटू में ए की पावर 2 by 3 सी आर इंटू में ए की पावर 2 by 3 सी आर ए की पावर 2 by 3 सी आर इक्वल टू The aerial characteristics of a rainstorm are represented by the aerial characteristics of a rainstorm. तूफान की क्षेत्रीय विशेषताओं को किससे प्रदर्शित किया जाता है? DAD वर्क कर रहा है. DAD The aerial characteristics of a rainstorm are represented by the aerial characteristics of rainstorm. Aerial characteristic according to the ZU formula for estimating flood. ZU के सूत्र के अनुसार बाढ़ का आकलन the peak discharge is proportional to peak discharge किसके प्रोपोर्शनल होता है? A इंटू 2/3 एरिया का 2/3 एरिया इंटू 2/3 The aerial characteristic estimating a flood, the peak discharge is proportional to its area की पावर 2/3. Deccan formula for high flood. Deccan का सूत्र for high flood discharge is used for the catchment region in India. यूज किया जाता है. Hydroscience cycle is denoted by equation. Hydrology cycle is denoted by precipitation equal to evaporation plus volume of precipitation equal to evaporation plus volume of Lithometer is used for measuring the evapotranspiration. Lithometer is used for which term is evaporate for the branch of physical geography which deal with the organ distribution of water or the surface is a hydrology. Evaporation. Lithometer is used to measure the evapotranspiration, which term is appropriate for a branch of physical geography which deal with the organ distribution of a water on the surface is a hydrology. कौन सा कण भौतिक भूगोल की शाखा के लिए उपयुक्त है? जो पृथ्वी की सतह पर जल की उत्पत्ति और वितरण के से संबंधित है. Which term is appropriate for the branch of physical geography which deal with the organ distribution of water? Which term is appropriate for the branch of physical geography which deal with the organ distribution of water on the Earth's surface? Which distribution of water is hydrology. hydrology. When evaporation is denoted EP evaporation. When evaporation प्राप्त है E into PEP. When evaporation is denoted EP and actual evaporation by E and or actual evaporation by के द्वारा E then तब EP is more than E. EP and actual evaporation and E then come EP is more than E. Rainfall hydrograph show the variation of rainfall intensity with rainfall hydrograph show the variation of वर्षा चार्ट स्थान में परिवर्तन को दर्शाता है. Rainfall intensity with time. Rainfall intensity with time. A 60% index of wetness means 60% index of wetness, index of wetness means rain deficiency is 40%. Which type of rain gauge is used for measuring time? Which type of rain gauge is used for measuring time? किस टाइप का रेन गेज यूज किया जाता है? रेन इन रिमोट एरिया, इसका क्या जाता है? टिपिंग बुकेट टाइप का, टिपिंग बुकेट टाइप, टिपिंग बुकेट टाइप, टिपिंग बकेट टाइप, टिपिंग बकेट टाइप, टिपिंग मटेरियल. The delay flow that reach the river mainly as groundwater is wastewater. The delayed flow that reach the river mainly as groundwater is known as wastewater. Evapotranspiration is confined to daylight hour only. The delay flow that विलंबित फ्लो बहाव को नदी में मुख्यतः भूजल के रूप में पहुंचाता है, कहलाता है आधार प्रवाह. द delayed flow that reach the river mainly as groundwater is known as wastewater. Evapotranspiration is confined to सीमित है. daylight hour only. दिन के प्रकाश की घंटों तक केवल. humidity refer to the water vapor in the air. humidity refer of the water vapor in the air. Humidity refer to the water vapor in the air. Water vapor in the air. Humidity refer to the water vapor in the air. A probability that a T-year flood occurred in an year is 1/T. The probability that a T-year occurred in 1 year T is a flood occurs in any flow in any is more than standard project flood. The probable maximum flood. The probable, the probable maximum flood is more than standard project flood. Rain during cold weather season is due to low pressure. Rainfall simulator like infiltrometer give lower value than flooding like infiltrom use. Impact of rainfall is considered. Double mass furrow technique is followed to check the consistency of rain-based report. Double mass furrow technique is followed to check the consistency of rain-based report. Unit hydrogram method is usually adopted for estimating flood when the catchment area is less than 5,000 किलोमीटर स्क्वायर. बाढ़ का आकलन हेतु जला लेक मिट्टी को किराए किया जाता तो यह प्रभाव से कवर होता है less than 5,000 किलोमीटर स्क्वायर. When the unit duration of an unit hydrogram decrease and approach zero, hydrograph is called instantaneous unit hydrograph. Approximate एकांक जलालेख. When the unit duration of any unit hydrograph, जब जल एकांक जलालेख की एकांक अवधि घटती हुई शून्य पर पहुंचती है. Instantaneous unit hydrograph. Runoff increase with increase in intensity of rain. Runoff increase with विस्तार में प्रवाह में वृद्धि होती है. Increase in intensity of rain. Increase in hydrograph in the graphical relation of runoff. Hydrograph is the geographical hydrograph in the graphical relation of runoff and hydrograph in the geographical relation of hydrograph. Graphic similar runoff and time. Hydrograph in the is geography of runoff and time. Runoff और time का क्या है relation है. distribution on its area pattern, arithmetic average method. Isochrones are the showing distribution of excess hydrostatic pressure, which is the simplest method of estimating average rainfall. If the rainfall is uniformly distributed on its area pattern is a arithmetic average method. The unit of rainfall in NPI system is cubic meter per second. For the estimate of a high flood in a fan-shaped catchment, the formula is used as a English formula. पेनाकार दलहन क्षेत्रों में तेज बाढ़ का अनुमान करने का सूत्र है इंग्लिश का सूत्र for the estimate of for the estimate of high flood in and shapes catchment, the formula used in English formula. The precipitation is measured in terms of depth of water. The approximate amount of average annual rainfall occurred in the whole world is 5,15,000 cubic kilometer. The approximate amount of average annual rainfall occurred in the whole world is 5,15,000 cubic kilometer. As hydrograph is used to obtain unit hydrograph of shorter duration from longer duration. लंबी अवधि से छोटी अवधि तक इकाई हाइड्रोग्राफ प्राप्त करने के लिए एस हाइड्रोग्राफ लिखते हैं यूनिट हाइड्रोग्राफ ऑफ शॉर्टर ड्यूरेशन फ्रॉम लॉन्गर ड्यूरेशन लॉन्गर ड्यूरेशन फ्रॉम शॉर्टर ड्यूरेशन लंबी अवधि से छोटी अवधि तक छोटी अवधि से लंबी अवधि तक एस हाइड्रोग्राफ is used to obtain unit hydrograph of shorter duration from longer duration. Under the same condition, which of the following set of water surface will give the highest rate of evaporation is convex water surface. Under the same condition, which of the following set of water surface under the same condition, which of the following set which जो of the following कुछ shapes हैं shapes of water surface will give the highest rate of evaporation. यह देखता है the highest rate of evaporation जो convex water surface कौन सा the correct position of precipitation is in open space.